Well, hey everybody, I'm John Ritland. This is
The Derbinator.
an AEW Dynamite Indianapolis review. That's what it is, right? That's the town they were in?
I don't believe that was the case. They were in Indianapolis.
Right, this wasn't hosted by people running 7-Elevens. Anyway, moving on. Hi, since I've started the show off just absolutely great.
Hi.
JR, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur on commentary, running down the card, what we're going to see tonight. I will say it, this was more enjoyable than the last few weeks.
Yeah.
There were only a couple things I didn't mind, or I didn't like.
Yeah.
Which, I'm going to explain here in a second. We started with Ray Phoenix versus the Balding Buck, Nick Jackson. It was flippy shit, and flippy shit.
And call themselves the Old Eagle, so one of them can be an eagle and one of them can be the Bald Eagle.
There's a lot of flippy shit. And a lot of super kicks and a lot of stuff.
That never happens in a Young Bucks match.
You did notice something during this, though. They were kind of just all...
It was rather unfocused, and there was a lot of times where they were waiting for the next spot, but they weren't selling that weight. Like, at least it acts like you're hurting, or, kneel down, wait for them to come over, and then pop up and try and, do whatever. But, like, it seemed like they just... It wasn't the most well-performed match.
Don't get me wrong. This was a pretty good match, and the spots they hit were pretty good. But I'm in agreement with you.
There's one thing I can say about WWE is at least it's a little bit more fine-tuned in that regards.
Letting people go out and doing this kind of stuff and just going out and calling the match isn't a bad thing. But when you get to where you get lost and you got to find it and it's on a live program, not live to tape, or you can edit it. That being said, the match was good for what it was, but there were some flaws in it. I'm going to criticize WWE. You got to criticize this company, and you guys can unleash hate in the comments if you want, because it's wrestling and it's all subjective.
We're not going to be fanboys of either brand.
Yeah, we're going to be...
We're completely objective about our subjectivity.
I am completely objective. I mean that I object to something. That was good. That should be a shirt. If we ever get to the point where we did merch, we are completely objective with our subjectivity. That would actually be a great shirt. I assume a Phoenix Buster for 3. I don't know what the fuck they called it. Yeah. Phoenix got the win. That was good.
Phoenix!
And Phoenix would not shake his hand afterwards. It's enough out of you. We go right to the next match.
Yeah.
Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker, referee Aubrey. This is good stuff. Of course.
It's such good shit, pal.
Schiavone at one point said a line that we both heard differently. Focus on the facial of Britt Baker. Hi, we're mature.
Boom! Anyway.
That is the last shot. Oh! Hi, I respect women. I really do. I actually do. You could have done that off camera. I
could have, but then they wouldn't have seen it.
That's true. I actually do. I just like making jokes about both. So, this is a good match. Yeah. Britt Baker's nose got busted. Really good stuff. Hikaru Shida has the star quality that Riho lacks. And I feel bad for saying that because Riho is good.
She's talented in the ring, but she is not believable as a champion.
She's not believable because she has no presence. Beyond being this happy girl to be here. And there's nothing wrong with that, except it's on a worldwide stage. Hikaru Shida is basically like Asuka or Io or Kairi. Well, she's bigger than Kairi, but then again, a lot of things are bigger than Kairi. Nothing against Kairi. But Hikaru Shida has a star presence.
Yeah.
That's not to say that Riho's a bad champion. She's divisive among people. I don't hate her at all. I enjoyed this match. I thought this match was quite good. Shida played more of the heel. Ignoring referee Aubrey and doing the spring into
nobody ignores Ref Aubrey. Nobody, not even Chris Jericho.
This is true. And nobody super kicks, Aubrey during a pinfall.
Ray. Phoenix!
It would have been even more hilarious if you'd said Ray and I said Phoenix, right? But this is good stuff. Mm-hmm. And Shida wins. And she's possibly going to face Riho at some point. We then get a Dark Order vignette. And this is where things crashed.
Not precisely, but it did give us some food for thought on if they had started off with this, with the Dark Order, maybe it'd be more interesting. You get a cultist vibe, you get people joining the cult. I think they're trying to revamp the Dark Order because what was going on before made no sense and didn't work
at all.
giving them this cult vibe, getting people brainwashed to join them, that kind of thing. That's got some potential there. I don't take them seriously as spooky.
Or spooky.
Could get them as a cult.
They worship blue oysters. By the way, any of my Final Sacrifice MST3K fans will get that whole thing. The guy's in a subway and he sees a vignette or a little infomercial about joining the Dark Order and everything. I'm sorry, no. I get what you're saying, and yes, maybe if they had started with it already, to me it's too late with the Dark Order.
It could be a reset, and a reset is always good when something isn't exactly working.
Speaking of things that aren't actually working, here's some people that were in this Battle Royal. This Battle Royal, which was what? The Dynamite or the Dynamite Bronze? The Dynamite Battle Royal thing?
I have no idea what the fuck this was.
I
like the match.
It was 12 men in a Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Diamond Battle Royal, maybe, or something like that. So, you have Adam Page.
The Hangman.
I know what he's going to say every time. We have Chuck Taylor, unfortunately. We have Kip I've said my opinion on Chuck Taylor before. But now,
we had Kip Sabian. We had Orange Cassidy.
We had Kip Sabian with Penelope before because she factors in a little bit later. Jimmy Havoc.
Yep.
Most of these entrances took place during the commercial. Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt. Pentagon.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Kiss. Finally! You
Yes.
championed Sonny Kiss being on your roster and you barely featured him. Janela.
Yep.
MJF.
Yep.
Billy Gunn, who is 56 years old.
Yes, Billy Gunn, surprisingly, but he's in better shape than two of the people in the ring.
Actually, in better
4 or
shape.
5 of the people in the
Yeah, I
ring.
was gonna say.
Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
in better shape than most everyone in the ring. That's what I'm trying to say.
Probably because of the no drug policy that they have. I'm sorry, but not saying. I'm just saying. But
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
this we did have. Yes, we did have Sonny Kiss and Billy Gunn doing Sonny doing the whole twerking thing, and Billy Gunn being
Being an ass man. And it's funny because I was talking about that.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Actually,
and then MJF throws out Sonny Kiss.
And then we had a lot of stare downs and a lot of like stuff between MJF and Billy Gunn.
Yep.
But just yet in the beginning, Pentagon got eliminated, by the way, when Daniels distracted him. That was some good stuff. Build that feud. Cool. You have during the break, Spears eliminates Janela, so we had a wrestler eliminating Joey Janela. And we had MJF was a goddamn star of this whole thing. He made everything work. Wardlow distracts and people get eliminated while Billy Gunn gets eliminated.
Yep.
He tosses out Orange Cassidy, thank fucking Christ.
Well, when Billy Gunn eliminated Marco Stunt had hopped on Billy Gunn's back. And Billy Gunn just like calmly walks over the side and is like, nope.
Yeah. Thank fucking Christ. It was down to Paige and MJF. And that's going to be the fight. That's going to be the match for next week. I've stated my opinion. They kept the comedy light on it. I didn't mind what they did with Sonny Kiss for the comedy. I wish that they would use him a little more seriously, even though I get that his character is supposed to be the flamboyant type, and there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
They got to develop a little bit more for his character. You could have put other people in here other than Cassidy and Stunt.
Or at least have Cassidy show like a flare of seriousness.
I know that we are of two minds on this, and I'm not going to get angry like I have, because you know how I feel about them. I will not give them a chance. They do not deserve a chance in my eyes, but a lot of people are fans of them, especially Orange Cassidy. Apparently he has a lot of fans, and I can respect that. But I ask you to respect the same thing, that I don't want to see this guy in the ring. But what did you think of the Battle Royal overall?
I thought it was pretty good.
I
enjoyed it.
There
wasn't really a sore spot for me in it.
Yeah, and I mean,
there were weak spots, sure, but nothing that was been,
But that's going to be in any Battle Royal, especially when you have talent level disparity like that.
Yeah, overall, good choice.
Yeah, it was. And hey, we came down to MJF and Adam Page, and that's great. We then had this weird thing where we cut to a commercial, and Jericho and Hager...
We cut to commercial as Jericho was starting to cut a segment on the librarians.
Yeah, and he puts a hard hat on Peter Avalon.
And you can't hear anything they're saying because, it's the picture-in-picture bullshit.
And then we think they run down Marco
That's
Stunt.
fine during matches. Like, I can get that, and you've got a long match going. You put the commercial break in there like that, fine. But if you're gonna have your wrestlers talking or doing a promo,
yes,
you should never have the commercial playing in there.
No, that was a bad idea.
Yeah,
that was a very bad idea.
Some people could infer what they're saying. At the same time, that was dumb.
It was, and then he runs down Stunt. The good thing is I didn't have to hear Marco Stunt talk. I know, but some people enjoy him, and it is what it is. Jericho and Hager, they're doing a promo.
I think we've heard Marco Stunt talk.
I don't remember.
I don't think he's cut a single promo.
Not except maybe on dark, like post-dark promos, or on other stuff that they have on their social media.
I'll need to go back and see that. I can't even remember.
I know that's different on Fight TV. Since we watch on TNT, we did not get a chance to see that. So, we get Jericho and Hager, and Jericho won't say sorry, which is weird because he's Canadian, but Hager says it.
Which is
sorry.
weird because he's American.
Yeah, which is it's great, and you wouldn't think a Trump supporter would say he's sorry. So anyway, moving on from that, we're getting a Thanksgiving celebration next week, where we get to watch Jericho, I guess, eat some stuffing in front of everybody. Is that a euphemism? Probably.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, it's fair. That's fair. It's fair. It's fair. SCU are here. I don't know who Melanie or Melody Parsons is, but apparently Scorpio Sky is going to get a date with her. Somebody from high school, I guess. Whatever. I don't know.
This was a very dorky and dumb promo segment, but at the same time, it was still entertaining.
Yeah, not as good as the one with MJF and Jericho last week, but nothing was going to be. But Scorpio held his own, did well. They kept doing, Scorpio's like, oh, I don't need a shot next week or whatever. And Daniel and Kazarian are like, no, we need like 1 or 2 months. No, you're going to get it next week. It was like the rabbit season, duck season thing between Bugs Bunny and...
Reverse ring psychology!
Yeah. Hashtag.
Reverse ring psychology.
Yes. Trademark. No, anyway. So, they outsmarted Jericho and they get a title match next week. I don't deserve a title match.
Means Jericho is very stupid.
And also it means, what is Jericho going to do next week, Chris?
I don't know, but with that advertisement that played during it... you know what happens when you interrupt Jericho after a promo?
You get...
an advertisement for it!
So Jericho's not going to win. Okay, alright, that's what you're...
No.
So we get... No, he's going to win. He's a If Scorpio Sky manages to beat Chris Jericho... I love Scorpio Sky. I got to meet SCU at the Pies show earlier this year. I would be shocked if Scorpio Sky won next week. But still, it's good that they're building this. And it's for the pre-Thanksgiving show.
I like the long-ass notes we've got in between matches.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we went from the Battle Royal... Well, the Battle Royal actually had a lot of stuff. And then we had all the Inner Circle attacking. They put handcuffs on everybody but the black guy, which is probably smart. And they beat him up. Juice effect, all that.
Yep.
And then we get Nakazawa and Cutler running in.
Nakazawa and
Cutler.
Fellow D&D or Brandon Cutler.
I got a question. Why didn't you just have them in the Battle Royal? Cutler especially. They seem to make the big deal of signing him, and even if he's a perennial jobber, I don't know. We get Stunt running in. He immediately gets clothesline. That's the best use of Marco Stunt. We get Jungle Boy, who gets in a bit of a shot.
Yeah.
And then he gets knocked down. And then Luchasaurus runs down.
Don't you hurt my sons!
Everybody gets out, except Hager, where he stares him down.
Luchasaurus. Anyway.
We get Hager and Luchasaurus staring each other down.
And we go to commercial after that, don't we?
We do. Actually, it was kind of funny because we come back and Peter Avalon says about Luchasaurus, I guess life found a way. That's the one good line that Peter Avalon has said.
Which also means that Jake Hager had to back away from Luchasaurus and leave. And it's just one of those things like, he ran away from a dinosaur.
Well, he tried to knee him.
Well, I would too, I guess.
Yeah, he tried to knee him in the balls and it didn't work.
I'm a reptile. Oh.
He has a reptile dysfunction.
More like a reptile function.
Just saying. You're not going to let me have that one? Okay. Luchasaurus beats Peter Avalon immediately. Leva Bates was...
As it should be.
Yeah, Leva Bates was out there, and that's about the best use for her. I'm sorry. Yeah. Private Party versus Proud and Powerful. Good match. That delayed suplex spot where they just kept passing Mark Quinn back and forth for a while. Sweet Jesus.
I'm sorry. So, Private Party versus...
Proud and Powerful.
Proud and Powerful.
Santana.
So, PP versus Pap?
are we trying to do a smear campaign here?
We're mature adults. We swear.
I'm very mature. You're much more mature than I am.
Sorry, we're not mature adults because we swear.
Yeah, we delayed suplex spot though.
Yeah, that was
where
great.
They just kept tossing Mark and Quinn back and forth. You would have thought they were cops. Anyway, moving on from that.
When are you gonna let him down? Anyway,
left Mark on the mat when he landed.
Hey.
So we get some.
Hi, Max.
Double submissions. Well, I can imagine if Max watches it. We then get a lot of buck stopping.
Yeah.
We get the buck stopping the sock spot, the hardened sock of Santana and Ortiz. Have fun on seeing that,
That's
folks.
some crusty business.
Yes. Hey! We get some good near falls and some good dives. It was good stuff. And suddenly, quickly, the gin and juice 1, 2, 3, which I was shocked. Private Party lost last night to on the episode of AEW Dark to the Best Friends, and then they beat Proud and Powerful here. It's just weird. But then we get a bunch of run-ins. Sammy runs in, and then Dustin runs in, and the Bucks are there. And
you were there, and you were there, and you were there.
I do want to shout out whoever the person is, not that they're going to watch this. Jim Dairy Queen is hiring. That was a good sign.
Yeah. That
was good. I like that. That's some good humor. And not the ice cream. They announced people for next week. Pac versus Omega 2.
Alexa Bulu.
Paige versus MJF. Dustin is back apparently in the ring. And then Sky versus Jericho for the AEW Championship. Whew. We then get an Omega promo where he's doing bench work. And what do you notice about his bench press work?
His form is awful. If you're twisting to push up the bar, you need to put on some lower fucking weights on there, Kenny. Work on your form, Kenny. Have your spotter off of his goddamn phone.
Yeah, stop with the
Kenny.
Stop with the jazz hands, Kenny.
You should never be twisting like that unless the workout demands that you're actually twisting. I'm just saying.
I can attest to twisting sometimes can hurt if you unnecessarily twist. I don't think we're talking about workouts anymore, or at least I'm not. Moving on. Hey, he says he's going to face Pac. He's going to give him a receipt. He's going to do all this stuff he must bid everybody adieu. Darby Allin versus John Moxley. Darby Allin making an entrance. They show video of him crowd surfing in a body bag. Crowd surfing all the way to the arena, apparently.
Yep, and the body bag is labeled with Mox.
Yeah. And...
Because he got a lot of moxie.
That's
what that was about.
Clearly. Yes. And Darby appears out there with some local jobbers that, carry him to the ring. Or onto the stage. And then he appears out there with his skateboard in hand and then does that. Darby's great, by the way. We met him.
Yeah.
Great.
And overall, it's a great main event.
Moxley comes through the crowd. We start. They don't even go to the bell for a while because they go right out into the crowd.
Darby ain't wasting time on that.
Yeah. Darby's like, wait a minute, we don't have that long. Quick, dive, boom. There we go.
Yeah. They really beat the clock on this one.
They did, but you know what? They did well with it. They realized.
It's actually got kind of interesting because that's another factor that can get exciting. Like a match could go on and have to get stopped because of TV time.
Pac and Mox.
It adds a new flavor of unpredictability.
Pac and Mox. Anyway, so Darby landing badly a lot. Darby, why do you want to leave this mortal realm so quickly?
Yeah.
Have you seen your wife? I would not want to leave that. But anyway, it was some good stuff. Darby almost got the victory. Tried the coffin drop, but Mox got him in a chokehold. Cupid's chokehold. And then hit a paradigm shift later off the ropes. Ow. And 1, 2, 3.
An avalanche paradigm shift.
Yep. And after that, that was it. We have all that happening. Despite some of the stuff I did not like in Battle Royal, I already talked about. I'm gonna say B. I like what they did with the character work. B is fair. I will say that NXT has beaten AEW the past few weeks, so I'm interested to see what NXT is going to do tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not watching it yet.
Yeah.
And one note before we finish this review. You are busy this weekend. You have things to do. So I'm going to... Anyway. You are busy this weekend. I realize what I actually said. I'm working Friday night. Fuck. I'm working Friday night. I'm working Friday night, so I will have the SmackDown review up later. Probably early Saturday morning. The War Games review and the Survivor Series review, fucking hell, will be done by me because you were busy. We may likely have predictions for War Games and Survivor
How long you can keep going on this?
I don't know how long you can keep. Survivor Series War Games predictions tomorrow, maybe. It's mentioned to announce the whole crowd. It fucking take us out, god damn it!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Real Honesty with John Rillen. I am not John Rillen. I am the Derbinator. That is the poll. Comment, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And, yeah. Have a great night, folks. Good night, everybody.